So I don't necessarily know how to start this video. But yeah, Project R.E.D dropped a trailer last night. Crazy. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm conflicted and confused. But let's chat about it. If you don't know this, you better start knowing about it because it's huge news. But Sentai is dying. Or Sentai is ending? I don't know what the right phrasing of it is. It's ending for a short while. Undisclosed short while. Could be 10 years, could be more, could be less, who knows. But we have had the unfortunate news that Sentai is not coming back in 2026, like it was rumored to. But this is just the perfect excuse to say, don't always listen to the rumors. I know I'm part of the problem here because obviously me, Marcus, and Thomas did a stream a couple weeks ago, being like, Sentai isn't dead, guys, don't worry, it's only a matter of time. They're changing the trademark so they can sell in the US. Like, surely that's the most reasonable explanation, right? I genuinely think this is a business decision because we all know that Toei is very toy focused, very business focused, very get the toys out there, sell as much as you can, then the show comes next. So I genuinely think this is a rebrand to get it into the Western community for the future of Sentai. Or not Sentai.
Not Sentai.
This isn't Sentai no more. It's so much deeper than that. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much deeper it went. And if you want to know all our full thoughts on the update of Project R.E.D and everything there, please go to this stream here where we talk about it on my channel with Marcus and Thomas. But yes, Sentai is ending. And was it to do with copyrights in the US? Was it to do with toy sales in the US? Or the division of profits of and the rights to toys in the US? Was it Hasbro? Again, theories, rumors, don't know. But if it's true, you fucked up Power Rangers. And Sentai. I hope you realize this. I'm gonna come and get you. Think about what you've done. But like, actually, we will never know. And we'll always be able to theorize, but I think something as big as this, we might get some confirmation later down the line, but right now it's all about it's just all rumors and theories. So let's try and be careful with what we say. A slight tangent here. Isn't being a Toku fan exhausting at the moment? Like, genuinely. Zets is incredible. I enjoy Zets. I took a break from Toku, and when I went back to Zets, I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I'm back. I'm good. I'm glad that I'm back. But just being a Toku fan in general, as I said before, is exhausting. With Sentai ending, or not ending, and then actually ending for a bit, and then not even talking about Gojuja and what happened there with Maya and Haruka's actor coming in to the project. I haven't even watched it since. And now a whole new show. I just feel like there's so much change happening that I can't keep up. That it's not something that I'm enjoying. And I've heard from other people as well where they're literally like, well, I'm just not watching it. I'm not enjoying it. I was losing my faith in Gojuja anyway. And I am on the same length. I'm like, I watched it mainly because I enjoyed it, but also because I could make reactions out of it. But this is just too much. Like, I'm genuinely frazzled being a Toku fan at the moment. And it's made it really hard to make videos. Because I just don't know what to expect. And I'm okay with change. Occasionally, depending on what it is. But this past couple weeks, this past month, exhausting. My god. But we'll get back to Gojuja at some point. We'll get back to all these different things. I'll get myself back into the game. But then just the cherry on top, the Sentai's ending, and this is the new show. But enough of the news of what's happened. This is more about what Project R.E.D is. Project R.E.D is apparently a new project that's being made by Toei and Bandai. And it's supposed to be a project like Sentai, like Kamen Rider, but it's not necessarily one or the other. It's this whole new thing. But the irony in it is that they're using Gavan as a property for it, which is already an established metal hero, but they're bringing him back for this thing? I don't know. Ultimately, it's a whole project of new shows that will come out under this like Project Red broad sense of the word of the project. And it's apparently going to have several new heroes popping in and out, or like advertising or establishing their own name in very similar way that per season we get new characters. With new seasons here, we're probably going to get new heroes. So, but yeah, the new project is called Project Red, and apparently R.E.D is separate. It's an anagram for Records of Extraordinary Dimensions. Now, when I hear extraordinary, I always think of like space or something like that. And I think we're going very much into that kind of element, especially with Records of Extraordinary Dimensions. It seems to be very much of a space show or new thing, especially with their new thing called Gavin Infinity is apparently what they're starting this new show with. And Gavin Infinity is very specific. It's a prior show already that closed down. It stopped its show for a while. I always thought it was because it wasn't as popular as Kamen Rider or Super Sentai or Ultraman or Garo, but apparently it was very popular. Marcos stands by the fact that he said it was very popular. But I have my own opinions about Gavin, so I guess that's why I'm so unsure about this project. But let's talk about Gavin a second, just so we all know what we're getting ourselves into. So Space Sheriff Gavin is its own show. It's its own thing. And it's a tokusatsu produced by Toei as well, so it's part of the same company, which started in 1982, so not as early as Kamen Rider, but still around that era. It's part of the Metal Hero franchise, but it's something that I just never got interested in. I don't know, maybe it was the suit's design. I just never had interest in it. But I know other people do, so don't take my opinion as gospel. Like, it's just my opinion. That's why I make videos online, for my own opinion. But it follows a similar kind of progression and story beats as Sentai and Kamen Rider, where an evil organization comes down to Earth and to take over Earth, and someone has to defend it. So, yeah, pretty simple. I'm sure there's loads more that goes into the show. I just never watched it. Maybe this is my chance to. Maybe this is forcing me to open my eyes to a new show. I don't know. What is next, though, after this? Like, Gavin's coming back, but it's a red Gavin? I don't know. I've seen the trailers, and we'll watch them in a second. But, like, let's get my overall thoughts on it, just so I can bring myself back down from the conversation about Sentai and being a Toku fan. So, my opinion overall on this change of direction, the Gavin coming back, I'm very doubtful and unsure. I loved Sentai as a whole, and I said this in the stream if you want to check out the whole stream. I watched Sentai for the team dynamic, for the friendly relationships between the characters, and for the crazy, like, and fun villains. I watch Kamen Rider for the Lone Ranger, kind of like the lone wolf. He is the hero, we're just the people helping him, companions, and that kind of dynamic. Toku has always got like dark elements in shows. Kamen Rider was a lot more of the darkness, and Sentai was a lot more of like the team dynamic fun, still with a little bit of dark, but I enjoyed that. I love the team dynamic of everybody helping. So when Sentai, the one that I enjoy for the kookiness, for the campness, for the team dynamic is gone, I feel like I'm losing that element of Toku. I'm losing that element of there being a tight team dynamic and the collaborative group effort. I feel like we're not going to get anymore. I don't know. With Kamen Rider all the time, you'll see the main hero having to either fight or combine with the other riders, but a lot of the time they're fighting against each other, because that's the dynamic of Kamen Rider. It's not all the time, but they're separate entities fighting together or against each other. With Sentai, you're almost forced into that element of collaboration because you're in a team of 5. And it's been interesting because Don Brothers and King Oja and Gojuja kind of like change that element where you have to kind of like fight against yourself, but I still enjoy that concept because there's fighting together and it's beautiful and colorful, and there's something so magical about Sentai that I feel like I'm losing, and that's what's making me upset. It's just that element that I feel like we're not going to get in this new show or in the new project, and that's what I'm not excited about. I think that's it, yeah. So overall, I'm not excited. Just to get my opinion out there, I'm not excited. I'm doubtful. I'm really doubtful. But I feel like we're always doubtful with new shows that come out. I feel like we were doubtful with Zets. I feel like we were doubtful with Gojuja. I feel like people were always doubtful about Boom Boomja, Don Brothers. So I guess it's just a matter of wait for it to come out and see how it is. But you get where I'm coming from. Especially when I heard it was a Gavin themed as well, I was not excited. I first saw Gavin, the Space Sheriff Gavin from the original show, in the Gokaija Versus movie. And I loved the Gokaija element, but when it came to the Gavin element, not interested, not excited. The Versus movies are a way for you as the audience to experience a new show and then go, oh, I'll watch some of that and see what that is all about. But with Gavin, no, I don't know, I had no interest. I thought he looked weird. I thought the suit was old, bulky, extra buttons. And there are some Sentai shows that are very similar, and I don't want to watch them because of the suit. I had a really bad realization, and please don't come at me in the comments about this comment. It looks like he has a diaper on. It's like it's just so bulky on the hips, and I'm like, why is it so bulky there? And in Sentai, it's a lot more streamlined down the suit, so I think that's why I'm like, I prefer Sentai suits in general. But when it comes to the suit's look, and I think aesthetics in a show like this is very important. It's the toys, the suit looking good, and then the plot comes afterwards, I think. Or the monsters. But I think visually, that's more important in a show like this, especially to sell it. So when I know that's the visual of Gavin in my head, I'm not excited about it. But we got a new trailer, and I may flip my opinion. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna watch the trailer with you guys as well so I can point things out, and we'll just go through it because it's very interesting. But yeah, let's go and watch the trailer. Hey, did you know that I actually have merch? And new merch that came out on December 1st. It is Yaraka themed. If you want to have a Yaraka little guy, and well, I'm not selling these, but I'm selling these cool jumpers. So if you want some Yaraka Kezza merch, or Yara Kezza merch, or Yaru Kez merch, make sure to go into the comments and find the link to this new merch drop. I don't know if I'll keep it throughout all of December, or if I'll end it at December, or if I'll just keep it up, but let us know. We got t-shirts, jumpers, and we got little hats. What else do we have? Probably stickers, I don't know. This is a collaboration between all my friends who have made fan art, or just art in general for me, helmet designs and stuff like that. But please go follow everybody who was part of this collaboration. Please, I wouldn't literally have the jumper without them. I think I've sold a couple already, so please go and get your Yaru Kezza hoodie now. I'll probably be getting mine soon, so we'll see. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Bye. But yeah, we first got this trailer, and honestly, I have to say I was impressed with the trailer. Like, let's just have a look at these visuals. The beeping in the background is interesting. The beeping here. Beyond the records, embrace the extraordinary. And I am so sure that this is like going to be some sort of space thing. Extraterrestrial, it gives me. It's definitely going to be space themed though. And as a general vibe. I like Forze. This though, I am not excited just yet. But we'll see. Jump scare me, why don't you? Okay, so straight away, I wanted to point out these. I have seen this trailer, so I was just waiting for this to happen. Love the space background already, but there's slashes of different like slashes of different powers or some sort. So I'm like, is this the different power sets that our character's going to have? But I also had a theory that this could also be the next several shows afterwards. Like it's a teaser for the different power sets that we're going to get in the next coming years, possibly. Or it's just different heroes that will join Gavin in his show. So this one's a lot more, the one before was Ice. This one's a lot more streamlined. This is like full-on claw coming out. And I'm like, that's cool. A yellow claw with purple powers. Oh, I kind of love that. This is like a fire, electricity, magic, whatever everything else is. God, there's a lot happening there. And then the logo, Project Red, which kind of interesting. Also with this sun, solar, moon pattern coming out here, very science. If you want a science theme, put the solar system in there. But yeah, and then we get these beautiful, like, kind of like hinting shots of the new hero, or this coming new hero that's coming soon. So we got a chest shot of her head, then we got the helmet shot here. Kind of stunning. It's definitely like a better quality, higher quality Gavin that we've got. It's also red that we now know because of the posters and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. It's a lot more streamlined, which I prefer. I think if something's too complicated, or there's too many buttons, or too many colors, or random bits and bobs and random lines, I'm like, I don't like it. It doesn't look as nice. But this is, as a preview, I was just like, ooh, sick, nice, that's cool. Anything else? Oh yeah, one more last shot just to scare the living bejeebers out of us. But interesting. I know I've been very, like, against it this whole time, but, like, interesting. I'm interested. You have caught my eye at this point in time. Still not intrigued enough to be excited, though. The suit looks better than what Space Gavin has had, and with the poster as well, it kind of looks like Kamen Rider Drive, but you've just taken off the car design. I don't know. But there's a lot of body armor, and I like body armor as long as it's not bulky or too many buttons or intricate details it doesn't need to have. I feel like it used to be like that a lot in the past, where everything was so bulked, additional detail. But there's something so simple about Kamen Rider Ichigo that a lot of other suits have tried to replicate. There's something so nice about the simplicity of the suits. And if there's too much, I'm not interested. Anyway, let's go into the second one. I just skimmed through it, so this is the actual, like, proper reaction here. And I'm intrigued. Let's just watch it through. The stage, the 3D stage again. New suits. Oh, it kind of is sick, though. I did get chills when I first skimmed past it. Different heroes, different suits. Ooh, different chest pieces as well. Oh, so we're gonna get 3 Gavins, I guess? Is that how it works? I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below if that's how it works. But that is it was like official trailer for it. Very much giving Zets. I have to admit, this is very much Zets. The similar kind of stage, the 3D space of the stage that I think they're just gonna keep using now. They're just gonna keep on advertising and introducing new Sentai and Kamen Rider and Toku shows on this stage, because apparently it's successful. And also, no other show is using this now. Gojujo was using it a lot. King Ojo was using it a lot. I think it fits the same stage. And now that Sentai is dead, now that Sentai is asleep, I think they're giving the stage and all the assets and all the abilities that they did have to Project Red. But yeah, we've got like a outline of our hero there. Records of extraterrestrial, that word. But yeah, we've got fire here, which is one of the slashes that we had in the original trailer, which is interesting. I still can't work out if it's just They were just random. Here, look at all the effects we have. Why, here, ice, shh. They're Elsa, ice. Anyway, I still can't work out if it is that necessarily, or if this is actual, like, teasers for the powers that our rangers, our Gavans will have. That feels weird not to say ranger. I hate that. And then we get little previews of other rangers. Is it different forms that our Gavan has? Is it different rangers / Gavans? Because I can't work out for the life of me. And it looks sick. So that was the red Gavan from the trailer that we have. So I recognize that shot. They just reused the shot. Then there's, I think that is our guy. Yeah, that's our guy. It's all circular again. Oh my god, the Gojuja circles come back. No! I hated that bloomin' circle. But this looks different to this. And I can't tell if it's different forms or different Gavans. I want to predict it's different Gavans because the circle's in a different place and they're different colors. And I know you could say, hey, but they changed the colors anyway. But there's something about this, the change in the circle that makes me think this is different themes, different guys. Hopefully we get a girl. Oh my god. Gavan, please fix what Garo did. If you don't know this about Garo and the pain that I feel with Garo, Garo has made it law-based. There's a law-based reason why women can't henshin in the Garo universe. It's because it's a genetic thing, apparently. Men have the choice of being both Makai Knights and priests. But women have to be priests because it's the only thing women can do. Women cannot henshin, and it's because of one producer when it first started, where they said women can't henshin because it's a genetic thing, they can't do it, they just can't. And it's the most horrendous thing for me in Garo. I love Garo, I love the show, but because they made this a law-based reason why women can't henshin in the Garo universe, I hate it. I can't, it annoys me. Love the show, but you could have just, I don't know why they did that. It was just one producer, one guy, one director who said it once, and it's been a thing where Garo can't be a woman now. But Gavan, because this is a new show with Project Red, I don't know if Space Sheriff Gavans are only women or only men. But Space Sheriff Gavan, you have, and Project Red, you have a perfect opportunity to break the cycle of this and allow women to henshin. I'm just saying, you could do this. It's not that hard. You can do this. Anyway, continuing. So yeah, different forms, different suits. And this is a lot bigger. It's a golden form. So we got red, blue, and yellowy gold, possibly? That's cool. This is huge, though. But the circle's in the same place. I'm still going to say they're different people. I'm going to say they're different heroes. Where is he? Yeah, because that's the fire guy. This is a different guy. This is the blue guy. The true... And then this is the gold. So yeah, they're sticking with these three. That looks like a woman build. Oh my god, that could be a woman build! Is Gold a woman? Please tell me Gold's a woman. I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm looking at the form too much. But I'm just like, that's a slim build. And a lot more like delicate arms. Please tell me Gold's a woman, please! I beg. Okay, guys, if we go into 2025 and we still don't have women in... Sorry, Haruka. But if we still are in 2025 and we don't... Oh, no, sorry, 2026. If we go into 2026 and we still haven't got women that can henshin, I'm just gonna cry. Anyway. But yeah, definitely seems to be three different people. I'm claiming it now. 3 different people. Gavan Infinity. That's so interesting, because I think also with Gavan being a pre-established name for itself, it's nice to bring it back as like a, look, this is what we're bringing back. It's this show from years ago. But I hope that they do something different with it. Because if it's replacing the hero show where it's a team and there's no team of them, I'm going to be really sad. Because that's what I go for my Sentai for. I know that's really funny to say, but like that's what I go for my Sentai for. Dimensions. Who is the hero, I guess? The true hero. But it's another Gojujo where they're fighting to be the main hero. God damn it. It's always like something like that. It's always like, who is the true hero? Who is the ultimate hero? And I'm just like, can't you just be a hero? Can't we just fight together? And that is Project Red. That is the trailer. It's exciting. I have a lot more joy in the fact that I know that we have this trailer. But it still makes me nervous, I guess. I still feel nervous with this show. But with every show, I think there's going to be people who hate it, there's going to be people who love it, and then until we know the characters that are in the suits, until we know the vibe of the show, until we know the general feel of it, we're not going to know how the show is going to be. Like, yeah, we know the idea of the suits and the look, and I'm like intrigued. But when it comes to the actual heart of the soul of the show, we're not going to find that out until very later on. And I think that's the whole point that I started saying in the beginning. Like, people will just leak things, people will share things, people will say things. Until the show comes out, we don't know. So in a way, I give you permission to just ignore everything I said in this video and every issue and concern and worry I had about the show. I give you permission to ignore it. Because this is just my opinion. Am I excited for Space Gavin? No. Kind of. That last trailer did intrigue me with the different heroes. Am I going to be sad when Sentai ends? Yes, I'm going to be devastated. I love Sentai. Sentai is great. Sometimes I prefer Sentai to Kamen Rider. That's just my own opinion. And the fact that we're losing that is so upsetting. There are going to be so many people who will never experience it the same way that we did. Think about it that way. Watching it week to week, waiting on these dynamics between all these intricate people. They'll get it in Kamen Rider, but it would be different. It won't be Sentai. And I think Gavin and Project Red needs to remember what they're replacing. Because there will be a lot of people who will still think Sentai is better than what we get new. If it is a money thing, which obviously this is very much a money thing for Toei, they are just going to have to see how it goes. We're just going to have to see how it goes. I don't know what else I'm trying to say with this video. But like, I'm exhausted as a Toku fan, intrigued, but in the most minimal way with this new show. I know that when Sentai finishes, I will probably cry. Because I watched it as a kid. After becoming a Power Ranger fan, I watched it as a kid and I went, wow, there's this whole new world of characters and beings and stories that are so heartfelt and warm and lovely that I made a fucking YouTube channel out of it. So, yes, I'll be dedicating my time to talking about BL and Toku and talking about females in Toku. But I think I'm going to have to start dedicating my channel to introducing the old shows to the new generation of Toku fans, because there's going to be a group of Toku fans who just don't know what Sentai is. Imagine that, 10 years later, down the line, Sentai comes back and the group of Toku fans that arrive in the next 10 years are going to be like, what is this Sentai thing? I don't like Sentai. I only like Space Gavin or Project Red. They're getting rid of Project Red. Or they're bringing back Sentai as well, and it's just going to over-stimulate everything. I don't know. I'm just babbling now. Ultimately, my thoughts, not excited. I'm intrigued, but doubtful. I'm happy to be proven wrong, though. I've said this after every time I talk about a new project or a new show or a new season. I always say this exact thing. I'm intrigued, concerned, but I'm ready to be wrong. And I think that's what people need to be aware of. You can be wrong. You can have your mind changed when something comes to you and you're like, oh, this is pretty good. So let's be mindful, guys. Let's keep our eyes open, our minds open too. But yeah, overall, intrigued. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you guys think. Overall, if you enjoy the concept that's coming in, if you enjoyed Gavin, if you knew Gavin before this, and let me know down in the comments what you think of the whole Project Red in general. But thank you overall, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Kezza Henshin, mata ne!